There we go. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic day and night. It's Crunch. Welcome in, my friend. How are you? Uh-oh, there's a wow. Is that a good wow or a bad wow? Just doing some quick setup adjustments here. Quick audio check for you guys. Has the league come alive? Oh, I don't know. I'm still half dead. I'll tell you straight up, I'm still half dead. I'm just gonna quick audio check real quick. Let's see. I don't hear anything, which is concern. Oh, my step was down. That's my injected. Said, "Hey, injected." Okay, everything's working. Okay, so this is actually working now. Sweet. All right, so welcome in, everybody. Hope y'all are doing well. Finally getting back to this whole streaming thing, right? It's been a while. Oh, the crunch licks. It's so good to see us back in chat. So, welcome in. We're back. We're doing the thing again. Thought I might surprise y'all with the stream tonight and see how we do. So, with that said, little updates on me. New job's doing great. Couldn't be happier. Finally getting things to slow down a little bit. And I was like, you know what? Surprise stream sounds good. The first dual PC stream also, so it's a little bit different also. The PC my wife was using, I turned her area into a reading corner. She prefers a reading corner. She likes to relax. Totally cool with that. I'm like, I have this as a PC sitting there doing nothing. So, yeah, I'm going to run with that. So, the one PC is still here to this side, and then this side is the other PC kind of behind my 32-inch monitor. I'll put a video up, not a video, golly, a picture up of it on Twitter at some point so y'all can see. It's pretty different. Watch this thing chill instead of telling me 7,000 things at one time. All right, YouTube's being silly. All right, so we're back at it with the night drives and Lofi. You know how we do. I put a poll on Twitter, and if y'all would like to go check that out, put up a couple questions. I put up a question with a poll, and the poll is, let me bring it up here, because I'm torn, right? And I want to be honest. You know me, I like being honest on there. I don't try to sugarcoat nothing. So I feel like, in terms of growth on Twitch, it feels a little stagnant, right? Like I feel like it's a very crowded pond, right? But I put up a poll saying, should I stream to YouTube and Twitch, YouTube and Kick, YouTube only, or Twitch only? Just to get some feedback, right? And I really feel like I want to try something new. So I'm debating on trying Kick and YouTube and going from there. And I kind of want to get y'all's thoughts on that, because it does feel like I'm abandoning what I've built and what we've built on Twitch. But I also feel like I want to try something new and see what happens. And I'm really intrigued to try this out. Let me see if I can figure out what this thing's doing. What is your bitrate problem, Bill? Come on now. Look at your frustrating. I can't do this live. Well, how about that? Going back to 6K. Alright. It says we're good. I don't know why it's being dumb. I've got 6K bit rate. It should be fine. So anyway, been debating on it. I think I'm going to try getting things set up for Kick for this next weekend, and then we try Kick stream and just see what happens. So I think that'd be kind of cool. But you know what we're here for? We're here for the chill. We're here for the vibe. We're here for the... So, let's get us back into the channel, the main page here. And it's broken. I love it. Hang on a second. Bring y'all back in face cam. I love this. So this is the new Elgato thing I'm trying to figure out. You might lose me for a second. Let's see. Why you be dumb, Elgato? Why you be dumb? Got the right. It's got the right thingy. Oh, we'll just delete layer and do it again. Do this time. Get out of here. Media source. That is not it either. I'm doing so good at failing this, it's unreal. Alright. Auto HD60X. Okay, so that's semi-working. Doing this live, I'm so professional. Golly, living the dream, chat. Okay, that is centered. Okay, let's hope that works. Welcome, Blissman. How you doing, my friend? Watching your streams, making friends. Nice meeting you. I appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us. Enjoying my noobness because we're trying to get used to this Elgato thing, and it's a pain in my butt so far. All right, I think we got it. Looks like we've got everything back on track. So with that said, we're gonna get started. So we're back on my favorite map, Shitoka Revival Project. I love this map. Such a chill map, such a great way to vibe and hang out. Also, if I haven't said it enough, I've missed y'all like crazy. I've needed this, and it's been coming for a while. I'm finally getting things organized to get it done, and now I feel 10 times better doing this now. So I've missed you all. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I know it's a surprise stream. Usually I try and post about doing them, but you know what? We're just going to vibe tonight. Don't be shy, Mr. Mate. You joining the talk. Hey, anytime. We're all about the chat here, my friend. All right, with that said, let's get this thing in gear and get started. We do have traffic on just to kind of spice things up a little bit. We're going to do the old U-turn here and go the opposite direction this time, just to keep things interesting. Now, as Crunchy knows, we do have some mishaps. Traffic gets a little crazy and they like to run me over. It's fine. I accept my fate. We're just going to make it happen, chat. That's all we can do. So if you have any audio questions or if you need me to turn anything up or down, just let me know. This is totally new for me because all my audio is still controlled from my gaming PC, but it's going through audio jack to my stream PC. So if I need to adjust anything or anything sounds crazy, just let me know, okay? All right, look at us back on SRP. Oh, it feels so good to be back here, chat. I've missed this map. I haven't played this game since our last stream. That tells you how long it's been. It's been so long. Just get to hang out and vibe tonight. There you are, Blissman. Pop in, talk to us, my friend. Tell us about yourself. Are you a streamer? Are you just somebody that likes to watch and enjoy the streams? What kind of games you play? Do you plan to grow your channel? Honestly, no. I'm just gonna hang out with my friends and have a good time. I'm just here to have a good time and meet people and hang out. That's really it. If it happens, it happens. If it grows, that's great. If not, I've made some really great friends along the way, you know? Yeah, we vibe, yeah, right. Not stressing, just having fun with it, you know? Hopefully we'll start getting these recordings. Not about the money, just chill. Right, right. Have fun with it. Like I said, if it happens, it happens. I'll be grateful and we'll go from there. But if it doesn't, it's all good. I met some amazing people and we had a good time, right? Let's see, where are we at now? but we'll eventually get back to doing content. I just kind of wanted to try streaming again for a little bit. Nothing crazy, no pressure, no schedules to try and keep up with. Just come vibe and hang out with y'all when I can and get free. Get around these guys here. True, it was a wild and crazy. We get to meet exactly. Get to meet amazing people, hear their stories, their perspectives. You know, that's the beauty of streaming for me, is meeting other people and getting to know other people, and you know, you throw ideas off each other and you grow and you just learn. Like, that's the biggest part of this that's exciting for me, is learning new things. Right. There we go. Nice little cruising traffic tonight. I'm actually kind of liking these guys tonight. They're doing pretty good, not running me over. I think by now it'd be a greasy spot on the sidewall, but we're doing pretty good. Also, so Crunchy will know, I had made some videos to play behind my camera whenever I'm driving, and I was like, man, they're good, but they're not really like working, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I'll reach out through Fiverr and find somebody that can help me make some decent videos, right, to like put behind the camera. Well, I didn't know that some people were charging like 125, 150 bucks for a 15, 30 second clip that just plays behind me. I was like, bro, listen. So I went to, now mind you, I don't know if I ever showed you, Crunchy, there's a video I had made that was like the Pepto Klepto office that had forklifts behind me. That was $75 for that video, and it only loops for maybe 8 seconds. It's pretty wild. But anyway, I got on to Google Flow. I don't know if anybody's messed with this or not, but check this out. Get on Google Flow, use ChatGPT to make an image, right? So I chose the image that's behind me now. Oh, there goes the game. I chose the one that's behind me now, and it basically, well, there's my mouse. Here we go. Oh, I see what's happening. New. Okay. Yes, game crashed. I know. We'll choose the other map. What's the other one? Neon Turismo? That's it. We'll do that one. So anyway, you take ChatGPT, you get the prompts and everything to make it Google VO3. You then input that into Google Flow, and you can make a video. So I took ChatGPT and I went, hey, I want a picture of the driver's seat of the inside of a sports car. And it made me an image. I said, cool. I took that and put it into VO3, and I put specifics like you see the image behind me. I said, make it at night with rain on the windows and blurred neon lights and something else. And it made what's behind me. And I went, cool. Remember I did that all the ChatGPT. Anyway, then I took that, put it into Google VO3 and said, now make it like I'm driving at night. And it came up with that, with what you see behind me when I'm driving. Did the same thing for High Force, where it was very dark background behind me. Really cool stuff. Like, you can do a lot with ChatGPT, more than I ever gave it credit for. So you can make some really cool stuff, and it's not bad. I mean, it's only like $20 a month, I think, for Google VO3. So you could pay $20, make all the AI content you have credits for however much, and then chill. And the game crashed again. Oh, because the cars. Okay, hang on. I gotta clear all these cars off. That's why. Just do a practice. I think a hot lap practice should get us in, no problem. I forgot Neon Turismo doesn't use car models. But anyway, cool idea. Something to think about if you ever want to make like quick, like short form content to like put behind yourself, or like a quick GIF or something. You could do that kind of stuff, make it really cool. I've been working on, I figured it out by making some Bigfoot videos. Yeah, I'm weird. I try new things. So the Bigfoot videos that are real big, I made a few of those. the reason those videos are cut the way they are is the Google VO3 does things in 6 to 8 seconds or 8-second total long clips. That's why the videos are so pieced together, is it's 8-second clips for every segment you see. So that made sense why you would see a scene that looks really good, then suddenly, like in one area, then he's in the woods the next, and then he's over here the next. It's because it's always in 8-second clips. Yeah, it's really interesting. Like when you get to checking it out, you're like, this is pretty dope. I'm down with it. I think it's awesome. I might turn this stream on YouTube off because it is not working out tonight. So definitely worth a check out if you're interested in stuff like that. I'm always trying to find something new to play around with. Something funny if you really want to laugh. A buddy of mine has started a business called Trauma Candles. It's meant to be funny. Just check. It's worth it. He's on TikTok right now under Trauma Candles. Check it out. Get a good laugh in. I think y'all think it's funny. It's more dark humor. It's a little more edgy content, but it's funny. I think it's hilarious. All right, so we're back. Neon Turismo's working. So let's spin this car around and get facing the right direction. I'm sorry, what did we call that guy's name? Chad, wasn't it? The guy with the thing on or whatever, the big stop sign. All right, there we go. All right, I think we're good now, chat. Let's see what happens when I put y'all on trap. Nope. It boo-booed again. See, this is what I was worried about. I love this. I love it. I wonder why it's crashing so much. It's interesting. It's all good. It's not a Pepto stream without something crashing. I've just accepted my fate. Alright. We're back centered again. Let's see what happens, chat. Anyway. So tell me how y'all have been. Tell me how things are going with y'all. Love to hear about it. Let's get back into the groove here on Neon. This is such a beautifully done map. I need to make sure and download the updated version of this, which that's the other thing. Crunch Licks, let's go. I need to get back into updating all these maps because there's been some revisions done. I know the newest one for SRP supposedly cleaned up any of the what do they call it? Other issues, good everything getting better and better in you. Right. It's just, chat, I can't tell you how happy I am. The amount of stress I was under, to keep it short, the amount of stress I was under was unreal. And now that I feel like I'm supported, that things are going in the right direction, I have no complaints. I cannot tell you how happy I am. And it's such a difference to be happy and supported versus stressed and overworked. Because, like, it's one of the things, could I say at times I was supported? I appreciate that. Thank you, Crunchy. Could I say that, like, it was always awful? No, there was sometimes it was decent. But, like, now more than ever, I see what it's like to be appreciated for more than just what I can do for somebody. And it's changing, chat. I can't describe any better than that. And that's why I was feeling better about coming back to streaming, because I wasn't in a good mindset to be streaming. I was in a very negative, awful mindset. And now I feel like I could do this without coming in a bad mood or being, not very talkative. Because you don't want to be trying to stream in a bad mood. It doesn't work out too well. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna say things you don't mean or be real short, and it's not really cool to watch somebody being an asshole. It's just the way I equate it. So it's just better to figure out what was making me the way I was, and now like I'm chill. Like I'm chill 100% of the time now. That's what brought on this whole thing about just coming back to randomly stream tonight. Just see what y'all think. If it works out, great. If it don't, you know, I totally get it. Like, we're just trying to, I'm trying to get back into the groove, you know, after being out of the groove for so long. But we're going to try and do some things every now and then, just kind of spice it up a little bit. I got a cousin who does a lot of, who's getting his racing rig built back up. Maybe we'll invite him on. Maybe we'll do some streams or something together where we're just like cruising around, having a good time, talking about life, talking about things. I'd be down with that. Got some other friends that may not have racing rigs, but they like playing racing games. Maybe we'll get with them on here too. We'll just do some like chatting and talk about life and make it meaningful, you know. But we'll do things one day at a time. We're not going to stress. We're not going to rush. We're going to just let things happen and hang out with you lovely peoples every chance we get. All right, this level's pretty good so far. Knock on wood. Please don't crash. This one's a vibe too. Alex, how are you, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Trying out this dual PC stream tonight. Love you, man. Hope you've been good. Love you too. I've been great. Hope you're doing well. Sounds magical. It has been so far. Had some lovely capture card issues, but we're doing it. Been grinding. Oh, there you go. Nothing wrong with some Final Fantasy. Nothing wrong with that. It's a particular hustle. True. I need to get back on RuneScape and start cracking out more vaults. We need more stuff, you know. I'm almost out of Realm Reborn. Same, right? Heck yeah. We got more vaults and special gear to get, you know. Matt and I were gonna say we need to get in with you again. Oh, I'm down. Definitely down for some more RuneScape. Took a break for a minute because work was getting kind of hectic, and now I'm like, okay, now we're getting back to where we have some time to game. We got some time to stream. Crunchyroll, right on. Have you played Dragon Wilds yet, Crunchy? I guess I should say, if you like survival, crafting, it's very, very well done. It's not something that's like overly crazy that you have to like grind. You can play just a little bit at a time and make some pretty good progress. And it's very relaxing. That's the other thing that's important. You don't feel stressed to get resources or you're gonna like fall behind. You can just take your time. Not yet. Okay, I definitely recommend checking out videos. You should play Town Up. Oh, right on. You might fall in love with it then. Dragon Wilds is just very relaxing. To build a house, right. If I could do it over again, I would have probably built my house in the Dragon Be Spitting. Absolutely. I would build my house in the power level 1 zone. That way you're not going to be attacked by the goblin warbands. I think you still might see the dragon, but you won't see him like him plus the warbands in the tier 1 zone. It's just a little bit easier that way. Power level 1 zone. Then you can build all you want and have no worries. That's what I would do personally. If you just want to build a gigantic house and have all the craziness, I'll just build in the level or to the power level 1 zone. I like the power level 2 zone, but like I said, I get warbands. Alex and Matt are with me. Warbands attack. You still get hunted regardless of where your house is. Hunted's just part of the game. So yeah. Yeah, I've we played Conan and we played Astroneer and games like that were a little more, I feel like they were more detailed and heavier and hard to keep up with at times. Oh God, the warbands, yes. But RuneScape doesn't feel as oppressive as those games do, or can be, like with resources. Also, there's also a world timer, so as you clear things out, the world timer kicks in and brings things back pretty quick, so you're not having to wait for hours to gain, resources you've already pulled. Such good times. Oh yeah, Conan was great. All the modded one made it a little easier and a little better. Which I still have a soft spot for Conan. That game was I played that game when it originally came out. So much better in my opinion. Exactly. And it's all in personal preference, right? I mean, Conan I feel is for that diehard, I live for this kind of shit player. And RuneScape is like, yeah, you can be diehard if you want, but I could also just vibe and eat cabbages. I ain't got to stress about nothing. I'll just farm me some cabbages and potatoes and eat up like a king. Vanilla Conan, right? Absolutely vanilla. The Age of Calamitous wasn't bad, but it definitely didn't feel as oppressive as vanilla Conan, especially when it comes to thralls. A thrall in Age of Calamitous felt like damn near a player because they had so much health in their gear, but like a vanilla Conan thrall was actually a pretty, you didn't risk your thralls like you could in Age of Calamitous. At least I feel that way because the health was so crazy. But I did like the tree changes when it come back to the was it the magic they put in the game? I did like that because you had some added bonuses. Woo, excuse me. And the tree changes hurt my brain. I had no idea how it worked. Yeah, AOC was, yeah. I did like how you could have larger stacks than vanilla. I think that's what really drew me to it. I wasn't limited to a smaller stack. I could just have a gigantic stack of all these things. But again, talking about preference, Oh my God, the mines confuse me so bad. Right. The mines, now you get lost in them puppies. You ain't joking. I'm not joking at all. Them things were awful. Absolutely awful. But no, like I said, I've been recommending Dragon Wilds to a lot of people because it's just a very chill way to grind. You can clear mobs and get things from them. There's actually a few in-game items I don't have because I haven't killed enough of the Guru goblins to get the recipe. There's a lot of specific weapons you have to get from those drops or you can't get the weapon. One of them is a Guru Druid staff, but it's like a 2% drop rate. This building system is nice. Absolutely it is. I think it's one of the more, for it being a beta or alpha, it's beta. That is probably the most foundational building system, no pun intended, that I've played in an early access game. Everything's right so far. As long as they don't make like where the dragon's acid breath deals too much damage to your house, I think it'll be fine. If they start letting the dragon acid breath like just decimate your stuff, that's going to kind of ruin the purpose of building. But if it's where it's slow or none at all, it's just a cosmetic effect where like if you're in it you get damaged, but if it doesn't damage your house, I'd be okay with that too, because I feel like you'd be having to repair your home every imagine, like Alex knows, imagine having to repair your home every time the dragon comes by to attack. Like, it's already hard enough sometimes, trying to gain tree resources without farming the entire world. Spouting through my roof, right. So there's just those like little things that I hope they don't change that would make it more difficult, and make it not as fun. Because honestly, when the dragon attacks, I just go run up underneath the old ruin where the old man is and just let him dragon breath me from there, because it's not going to affect my home for the most part. Can't wait to see where it goes. Yeah. I'm very excited for where that game's going to go next and what they're going to do with it. My only hope is that it doesn't go the route of other games where like they start adding like the pay to play features, you know, where like it's just you can do this if you buy this. That's going to ruin it for me. Because that's the whole point of the game now is like, ooh, did you grind to get that? Yeah, I did. I busted my ass and did all these things. Oh, that's so cool. Everything's really like worth showing off, you know, if you get stuff. Exactly, like a battle pass. Exactly what I'm saying. Because then it's going to be like, because, you know, Conan did that and it ruined Conan for me. I was like, really? I have to do all this extra shit that I've already done over and over to get this little thing that I could probably make, or by the time I get it, I've already got something stronger. Like it just doesn't work. I think battle pass systems are good for certain types of games, but not these kinds. Not a building game like this. It just feels dirty. I feel dirty. Need a shower. Ew. But all in all, I was so bummed. But apparently things go back into the bazaar after a while, which makes no sense. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's absolutely true. I feel like YouTube is just not liking me tonight. Yeah, YouTube's just like barely working at all. Anyway. Yeah, I agree with that. One that makes no sense at all. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Is there any special route we can take here? Or is it still blocked? Ah, it's still blocked. I think one of these was open at one point, but I can't remember which one. It's been a hot minute, chat. It's been a hot minute. Let's see. Are the raindrops working? They are working. Hey, we working. Look at us go. We working. Heck yeah, let's go. Yeah, I may be, depending on what time I get off tomorrow, I may be down for some Dragon Wilds. Oh, we got an ad break in 1 minute. Look out now. Some Dragon Wilds tomorrow night for a little bit. Get it zooming. Ad break, right? Defeat you with my gym. Oh, jeez. I would love drink. Yeah, I'm down for tomorrow night. Put the girls to bed and then pop in for some Dragon Wild. That sounds really good. Which they're excited because they're back in school, so they're all, you know, hyped up for school. So that's been really cool. At least look at the crunch licks in chat. I gotta call it out every time. It's adorable. Ellie's phase in this time, so she'll go tomorrow and Thursday, and then tomorrow and Friday, and then next week she'll go Tuesday, Thursday, and then she'll start full time. So it's a really cool little phase in thing they're doing this time. So, and she found out last week that her best friend, which is my co-worker's daughter, they've been besties since they started preschool last year, or pre-K last year, is going to be in her class again. So she's super excited. Because Raj texted me and said, hey, what class is your daughter in? I said, oh, this is their teacher. And he goes, same. I was like, let's go. Little besties. Give an example of how good besties they are. Ellie was having a little bit of a hard time counting to 100. And I've known their pre-K teacher because we all were in marching band together in high school. And she was telling me, she said, Ellie seemed to have a hard time getting up to 100. She goes, but then suddenly, she's like, I put her with Lila, and they start working together. Now they're both counting to 100, and because Lila was having trouble. But the fact they both worked together so well, and that they got that, and they both count to 100 after working together, was just great. Made my little heart swell. I was so happy for her. To me and Roger are brothers. Like, yeah, that's my dude. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do for that man, because he's like a brother, another brother to me. And to know that our kids are friends like that is just warms my heart up, Oh man, this feels good just to be hanging out with y'all tonight. This is awesome. Hopefully everything sounds good. I've been really working on this whole 2PC audio things. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I really do hope it sounds good to y'all. We'll figure this YouTube thing out. I don't know why it's saying my bit rate is not working, because I've got gigabit internet and I've never had trouble until right now. So it could be YouTube. YouTube's been a pain in the butt before. Twitch hasn't been too bad. But I'll bring it up to you, Alex. You can weigh in on this as well. On Twitter, I put up a poll, and it's basically, where should I be streaming? Because I feel like Twitch has become it always has been, but it's a very, very, very large pond full of fish. And I kind of want to try something new. So I was debating on, do I stay at YouTube and Twitch? Do I try YouTube and Kick? Or do I just solely focus on like YouTube or Twitch, for example? Both ponds are pretty big. Look at Cecil popping in. How you doing, my friend? Both pretty big, honestly. Right, they are. They're very big. And I'm trying to understand, like, I guess it's really weird to say, but like, I'm trying to understand my niche, right? And how I fit in. Because there's a lot of comfy streamers, they call it, which is more like comfy games. I'm not really playing a comfy game that's like cozy. I'm playing more, I equate my content to the same thing as your kid can't sleep, so you put them in the car and drive them around the block. Right? You put them in the car, take them around the block a few times, they go to sleep, you're good. I want that kind of cozy and comfy, but with real life conversation, real life topics, and real content that's gonna matter. That's a fair assessment, right? Because I'm not out here playing Battlefield 6 and blowing shit up and trying to be extreme and the best. YouTube would be a great stream spot, and I agree with that. I think that's honestly true. But I want to make this a place where it's not just about drama and negativity and extremism and all that. I just want to make it a point where people can just pop in, relax, and be like, hey man, you know what? It's like, I had a long day. I need something that's going to just chill me out. And they come over here and hang out with us and talk, and they're like, okay, cool, I'm done. Ram this car into a building. You won't? I have before. Okay, I've explained this. I think Crunchy was here. Before and after stream, I let it rip. I get it out of my system. I let this car barrel full speed. Any car I drive, barrel full speed. 5-10 minutes. But then during the stream, we chilling, we vibing. We're just cruising through the city, having a good time. Do it again. No. We're here for the vibes and the relaxing, not the crazy death screams and the squealing tires. But yeah, like I said, that's just what I want to figure out. Is like, if my niche, zoomies, right? If my niche would be better suited on another platform, then I want to figure that out. You know what I mean? I want to like understand where I fit in and go with that. If it's just one platform, I'm totally understandable. I'm down with that. If I want to do multiple, I just need to know where to invest that time. You know what I mean? I'm getting a lot of feedback about staying on Instagram and Twitter. I don't see you use your turn signal, sir. Exactly. Any solidarity, the word don't look like it should be worded that way. Right. I'm sure there's other people doing what I'm doing. You know, they're chill driving or chill cruising or whatever. And I'm totally not against that. I think it's awesome if there's more people doing it. But, you know, where do I fit in terms of my niche, what I'm doing, my content? Just got to figure it out, you know. And I think maybe trying another platform wouldn't be a bad idea. It wouldn't hurt. Try streaming on just YouTube for a little while, or just Kick, or just see what happens, you know. What feedback I can get. I'm always looking for constructive criticism and feedback. You know, a lot of feedback I get is like, oh, I watched your stream, but like it was so like chill that I went to sleep. I'm like, that's fine. I'm not like offended by that. If you came by my stream and you got to relax and go to sleep, I'm not mad about that, Chad. That's to me is a win. You got to actually take care of yourself and rest. That's important to me. But yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. Just been thinking a lot lately about things, and I think I want to do a little more research and figure out what works for me and what works for my content, and then we just kind of go from there, you know. True, right? Because, you know, like I said, it's a, you know, I agree with Cecil 100%. You know, everything's a big pond anymore. But you have to stand out somehow, somewhere, if you want to be noticed as different. And I feel like everything else I watch anymore is just all drama based. Like, there's your turn signal. What is, you know, what's the purpose? What's the focus? Am I focusing on just the drama of other people? Am I focusing on it? I don't feel like that's a plausible content path for me, is being all about drama and negativity. And it's easy, like Cinnamon Toast Ken said it himself. He goes, it's easier to just do the drama content and react to it and just give your 2 cents every so often. But I can't do it, won't do it. I'm stuck in my ways, chat. He's an old man stuck in his ways. I don't know, like anymore, like I can't even watch people stream like Battlefield or COD, because it's just constantly like yelling, gamer rage, or explode. Like it's always over the top to me. And like, that's cool if it's your content. I'm not gonna knock it. Do what you gotta do what you love. But me personally, I just can't anymore. That kind of content just overwhelms my senses. You remember who I was watching the other day? I watched somebody, and every time they got a certain comment or a certain something, an explosion went off, and it's like an explosion graphic for their notification. It was going off like every few seconds. I was like, listen, bro, I got to go. I'm out, man. Oh, goodness. So where are we at right now? We're at... not doing too bad for a 1 hour stream. Just wish SRP were better. I have to probably update it. Like I think it needs to be updated. They do update it. Not super often, but I'm sure they've updated it since I last played it, which is why it crashed. Maybe I'll find some more maps for us too. I was on a binge there, just finding new maps for us to drive on. And I kind of slacked off on that. So, story time for you. Give you a good laugh today. So, last week, last week, I had to go to Texas. I had to fly out to Texas on Wednesday and come back Thursday. I found out about this was like early in July. So I'm trying to get everything lined up. And I'm worried because you have to have this real ID, right, to fly. Well, I can't get one in time. And the guy that was doing the TSA pre-check said, well, you know, it's about 2 hours to get through TSA now. I'm like, oh, great. So I need you're going to have to get prepared, be there for your flight early and do the additional screening and questions. I said, okay, I got you. I took care of it, right? I was handling business. So I get to the airport. I got to leave here at 1:30 in the morning my time. My flight's at 7:30 Knoxville time, so 6:30 my time. I'm like, all right, cool, I can do this. So I get up at 1:30 to give myself plenty of time to like get there. I get there up to TSA at like 3:40. Yeah, 3:45, 3:50-ish. And I said, okay, wife, start the timer. I'm going in TSA. She's like, okay. Walk up to TSA, hand her my license and my boarding pass. She goes, oh, this is not a real ID. I said, you're correct, it's not. I was like, I don't have one. I'm going to have to, you know, do the additional screening. Oh, okay, no worries. We'll take care of you, sir. So I'm going to need you to come over here and take your shoes off. And I was like, put this on intermission. I said, take my shoes off. She said, yeah, you need to take your shoes off. I said, okay. Take my bag off, take my shoes off. I'll put them up in this bin, and she goes over and tells the guy at the metal detector, I have a so-and-so, this gentleman here. I said, okay. All right, here it goes. I'm about to get pulled to the side. I'm about to get asked 1,000 questions, and I've got my social security card. I've got all my other stuff on me. I'm ready to prove who I am, see how fast I get through this. They shouldn't ask for the pants. I took them off. I ain't gonna lie to you at this point. It's like, y'all want a show? We're gonna make it happen. Make it happen. Here's my OF account. But anyway, they put my shoes in the one bin. They put this blue card thing in it, right? Like this blue placard. Put my bag in another bin and send it through. So I walk down the end of the line. Of course, I'm the only one not wearing shoes. That makes it awkward. And my bag comes out, and it comes straight to me. But then my shoes come out, and then they go to the other side and go to the back. And the woman that is doing the additional screening or whatever, she's like, looks at me, looks at my shoes, and goes, are these yours? I was like, yeah, I was wearing them. I wore them here. She's like, oh, okay, all right. So, what can we do? You're just inspecting these? I was like, I guess. I don't know. I got no idea what you're talking about. She's like, okay, no worries. So she sets it up. What is this thing doing? There it goes. My game crashed again. So it's like reconnecting monitors. I don't get it. Either way, point is, she looks at my shoes a couple minutes after like checking them out. She's okay, here's your shoes. Have a good day, sir. I timed it. It was 6 minutes. So now it's 4 o'clock, right? Knoxville time. It's 4 o'clock. My flight's not till 7:30. I've got 3.5 hours to do nothing until my flight. So then I go, okay, well, I'm flying into DFW. So DFW is definitely going to be busier. It's a larger airport. I will probably get held up the full 2 hours, right? So I'm like, this is going to be great. And my flight from leaving the airport in Texas was at 10:21. It loaded about a little after 10 o'clock, or like 9:40 something. They're going to load us. So I prep again, right? I'm like, okay, I know it's going to be slow today. I'm going to have to wait forever. So I get to the rental car, drop off, get that taken care of, grab my bag. I'm running to where the bus is. Get out to where the bus will be showing up. 10 seconds, bus is there. I'm like, sweet, we're making good time. It's like 5 something. We got this. Roll up into TSA. There's like 12 people, including me. Gets to me in line. I'm like, here we go. Let's do this shit. Hand her my ID, my boarding pass. She goes, this is not a real ID. I said, correct, it's not. So I love how at both places they told me this is not a real ID. It's pretty obvious it's not. I said, I'm working to get it, but I don't have it yet. Okay, well, we're gonna need you to take your shoes off, sir. I'm like, if they just take my fucking shoes and I'm through this thing in a minute, I might scream. No shit. Take my shoes off. Now I take them off, and the guy at the scanner's like, no, leave your shoes on. The guy at the metal detector goes, he's USP, he needs to take his shoes off. Then went, oh, okay, my bad, you know. Shoes and stuff go through. Nothing else is stopped. I'm through TSA and TFW in a minute. Literally a minute. And I'm like, these mother... This guy told me I was going to take 2 hours to go through this shit, and I've done it in 7 minutes combined. I was hot, Chad. I was so mad because now I'm through TSA. It's like 6 o'clock. Speed run, right? It's like 6:15. My flight's at 10:30. So again, I have like 3.5, 4 hours to do nothing. But here's the only silver lining is that my gate for my flight was in the D gates, and D gates are international. So there's all kinds of cool shit in the international side of the airport. The rest of them are okay, but we're talking like fucking Michael Kors stores and Joe Malone, like fancy cologne shops. And I mean, you name it. It's really cool shit, but it's the international gateway, so it's got to be fancy, right? Everything's got, there's all kinds. There's a freaking Applebee's. There's a grill that's made by or hosted by Wolfgang Puck. It's just all kinds of cool stuff in there. I nerded out. I was having a good time. Yeah, so I literally panicked for almost a month for this thing to get it figured out, and then I only ever spent 7 minutes total between 2 airports and TSA. I was so mad. The good thing is my real ID, it said take about 20 days to get here, so not sweating it. My next flight's not until October, so I got some time. I got some time to chill, get the flights figured out. That one's going to be a pretty cool flight. I think the one in October is for Glass Build in Tampa, Florida. So it's my first flight to Florida, which will be pretty cool. If I don't have my real ID by then, I'm probably going to drive it. Just get me a rental car for the week. We're fucking driving it. Oh yeah. And trust me, I'm expensing all the rental car gas. I'm getting paid for all that shit back. But excited for that. It's Glass Build. If I could put it in explain it for those that don't mess with the fenestration industry, it's basically like Comic-Con for the window industry. It's just a bunch of crazy shit, right? Like all the cool new tech and gadgets and machinery, new assemblies, new stuff like that is all featured at Glass Build every year. They do it in Las Vegas, Texas. This will be in Florida. I'm hoping the next one will be in Las Vegas. That'd be kind of cool. Go to Vegas for a week. And a guy I work with, Darwin, is like my big brother. Great guy. He knows a lot of people, the higher ups of these companies. And I'm like, man, look, I'm trying to make contacts. I'm trying to get, relationships going. He's like, stick with me, I got you. So he's already planned for me to be on his side for all this. And some of the stories I've heard, y'all, are crazy times for this. But you got to think, it's basically business, no matter what they do, even if they're buying out entire bars or renting out entire bars for this stuff, for them to have their meet and greets, or whatever. It's still really cool that they're doing that, and you get a chance to build a relationship with a big time employer or big time business. So I'm excited for that. The other one is just another big knowledge trip. Whew, excuse me. For me, or training, which I'm excited about too. I don't mind flying. I don't mind flying if I have a gap in between flights. For context, my trip to Texas, when I left on Wednesday, came back on Thursday. I left Tennessee, was back in Tennessee in 30 hours. And I was dead. Jet lag was out of this world, chat. I hated it. God, I was so mad. Hated it. Let's see. Looks like we've still got some crazy bitrate issues on YouTube, and I wonder why it's doing that. It's acting like we've got... Let me open Studio. Hang on. Sorry, guys. The current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you... 13.5? Are you serious? Hell, I'll give it a shot. If it don't work, it's YouTube's fault, right? right, let's see what happens, chat. I set it to 13.5. Says it was too low. All right, here we go. Now I did all that. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens now. I got it set to 13,500 kilobytes a second for both. And it's just doing crazy shit now. Okay, well, it seems like it says it's good now. We're going to run with that. It's 13.5, which I've never had to run that before. I think the most I've ever run is like 6,500 kilobytes a second. So whatever works for the stream, I guess. So far, I could tell I got to fix my games. My games are definitely crashing, which I'm a little sad about because I really wanted to drive more tonight. But it looks like I'm going to have to do some updating and all this kind of junk. But it's been fantastic talking to you, lovely humans. I think I'm going to probably call it here and start letting things update so I can get things ready for the next stream. But how's everything sounding tonight? Everybody talk to me. How's the audio been? How's things been running? It's still saying the stream is like not running efficiently. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Mel's telling me I'm running about 11 to 13,000. Sounds good to me. Awesome. I've been really worried about this because it's such a new thing. Running it the way I have. I'm so used to having one PC and one audio source, and I just manage it with my beacon stuff, and I'm great. But now it's like the audio coming from this PC, my gaming PC, is going through my beacon software into the stream PC, and I have audio from the stream PC going, or from the stream PC going back into the game PC as hardwire, so I can hear the alerts when they come. It's nutty. It's absolutely nutty. So I've got to do some more work on some things, but so far, like, things seem to be working. I mean, if I go over here, let's play this a second. Stuff like that works now, which is cool. My shout outs work. So kind of excited about that. They weren't working before, and now suddenly they're all working, which is great. Just want to be right for you all. That's the most important thing to me, is that it's right for you all, and it's not like distracting. So we'll get there. We'll figure it out. But I think I'm gonna call it there tonight so I can update some things. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it as always. Y'all mean the world to me. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Hope you take care of yourselves, love yourselves, hydrate, drink your water, take care of yourself. I swear to God, if you don't get fucking hydrated, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna be that way. I'm not gonna be that way. Anyway, a little bit extreme. Sorry, the tension's getting to me. Remember your worth. Remember you're worth it. I'll catch you, lovely humans. Next stream, I'll try and be a little more proactive and tell y'all when it's gonna happen, not just surprise you all with a random stream from myself. I will figure out this Elgato thing. If you're wondering why chat is not showing, when I stream to Twitch, you cannot show chat for another channel. You can't show anything like that, so I can't show multi-chat, so chat's just turned off. I don't think it's fair. What I may end up doing is seeing if I can change that screen to not have the chat side on it and just get rid of that side of it and just bring it up to full screen. I think I'd like that better, so it feels like it's not shutting out anybody. Mel does not offer two horizontal canvases right now. It's only horizontal and vertical. So when they do that, then I could do a separate YouTube and Twitch feed. That way it's all nice and neat, but it doesn't work that way right now. So for the meantime, we're just going to go to no chat showing. Just leave it at that. But all right. Crunchlix, as always, appreciating the chat. Crunchy, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Alex, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Cecil, I know who you are, Matt. I love you. Thank you for being here as well. I will catch you, lovely humans, next time. If you need, love yourselves, love each other. You know, the usual thing from me. Take care of yourselves. And it's a long goodbye because I don't want to say goodbye, but it's getting late and I got to go to work tomorrow. So get to the point, Pepto. Say your goodbyes. Anyway, love you all. Take care of yourselves, okay? Catch y'all later. Bye.